So that's not where I expected the plan to go for Clover, but no, we're getting another arc straight into it, as I thought we were just going to go into a tournament arc, and now it's gone into a training one. Like, it's weird, but let's not fuck all that shit, alright? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Leona Vermilion, because we got a badass bitch on the loose here who doesn't give a single fuck. She will take anyone on who dare fuck with the Vermilion name. No one messes with those Crimson Lions at all. You have to speak to her, the undefeated lioness. Like, I gotta talk about this because she really stole the show, especially with this chap. I love the fact that, like, she completely started off the ending and the start of this where it's just entirety of her where she's screaming and losing her fucking mind at every one of these lions, where it's like, this is the first time in fucking history that the lions haven't even taken first or even second place, and we were taken over to a fucking position like fifth. What the fuck is wrong with everyone? Exactly, it's like, my younger brother is asleep for a tiny bit, and it's like, this is what happens. You are helpless little children. And it's just like, even like she's shitting on all of them, shitting on Leo, shitting on all of them, saying like what the hell, Fugaleon? Like, you raised a bunch of brainless idiots and all that, and it's like, you plan to stay like useless like this while all your knights are here like this and all that, and you're like calling it in like failure of the captain. And to say that, it's like, you know, this guy, like, especially, like, you know, when Leo stood up saying, like, you know, brother is a greater, like, a more magnificent captain than anyone has ever been. Like, he's, like, been there and all that. He showed her how to be true knights, and the fact that, like, she is, like, clearly in the right, is where it's, like, you guys have been fucking slacking while he's been away, but she does it out of the way where it's like, this is like how has made the Crimson Lions what they are, fearsome, that you don't mess with them. And that's an interesting little backstory there as well, that they've been like the first and second contenders. Like, it's not always been Silver. Silver's been up there with their closest rivals where they've always had to step up, but the first time where it's like, you guys, this is the first time that we've actually been put on the ropes, and ever since we lost our captain for like a little while, this is how much of like a pathetic mess that we've been. And the fact that she like punches Leo square in the jaw, and it's like, you can talk the talk, but to put it up, you need to back that shit up with more than just your mouth, because all I'm hearing is bullshit. You gotta back it up with every fiber of your being. If you say you are the strongest squad and that you was led by the greatest captain, then there's no way that like trash like you and all that would be able to, like, you know, lead a bunch of like idiots like you to this country. So until you get back, I'm gonna make you like proud Crimson Lions. I'm gonna make, like, I love this because you just see this energy coming off this bitch where she's screaming and she's just letting the pure raw energy out, and it's like, I'm gonna make you guys, you think you guys are the hot shit, alright, you think you guys are proud, noble lions, we'll see you that, I'm gonna take you guys out. And it's just like, you know what, since there's no other choice and all that, while brothers are like absent, I'm gonna look after you. And like, you know, what's your response, men? And she's like all of them are like saluting, going, yes sir, like, you know, gonna do that. And it's like, alright, that we're gonna go to a hot spring. And they're like, wait, what? Although that fucking, you can see at the end of the chapter, that hot spring is a little bit more different, where like, I'd like to say it's Monster Hunter tries like one of the areas from that game where it's like, you go into that area, personally, everyone who's ever played Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, I'm pretty sure it's in some of the other games, you go there, you fight fucking Rathalos and some shit there, that's what you fucking fight there. There's nothing living there apart from pain. Only entities that know pain and suffering. You do not go to this ultimate volcano trial because that's what that shit is. And I love the fact that, like, when they see this shit, and it's like, you know, Aster and Yuno just watching this from the sidelines, that there's, like, she is fucking nuts. Plus, as well, like, her design as well, like I absolutely adore her, because it really does remind me of Leone from Akami, but she's got more of the badass bitch, like defined to her. I mean, she's even called the uncrowned, undefeated lioness, like, you know, and I gotta say, her, like, I thought Fugaleon was a very bad name to say, and even as well with, like, Leo's one as well. Hers, Leona Vermilion, that, to me, that's a fucking, like, mouthful already. So, if anything and all that, even though she's got the same name as her, I'm going to call her Leona as well, where it's like, Leona the Million is definitely, like, where they even straight up admit that if she's, like, in a fight, she's more powerful than her brother, which makes me wonder, why was she not a captain then, like, for the most part and all that? It's like, was that just because, like, hey, like, is anything that the Million families, like, sent off to more, like, squad lines? That's the thing where it's like, if you're going to be introducing a little bit more of these characters, maybe we're going to be finding out a little bit more. I want to know what she isn't the captain, and maybe it's like, you know, the Goleon was isn't. Is there like a kind of the difference that's going on right there? Because she's clearly, like, from what she's being stated and all that, and even the brothers, like, even the younger brothers being admitted, saying like, yeah, she's way more powerful. Is it just because she just isn't captain material? But she's one of the main reasons why the fact that these knights and all that the Crimson Alliance have been so strong for a while is because she's been a fucking threat, where she's like already captain level, even beyond that, where she's ready to like step up to like to the fucking ranks. And it's like the fact that, you know, Asta, yeah, everyone's getting joined into the matter on this, and I love the kind of little thing that she's like, she just grabs everyone with her fucking paws. It's like, you come in, and like Yami, holy shit! Like, if it wasn't for like honestly like Leona stealing the show, Yami would have took it as well, because Yami coming in like a fucking scumbag. Holy shit, he is there laughing at the other captains. He is laughing at Silver. He's laughing at the Grease. He's like, holy shit, look at you pathetic pieces of shit. The Black Ball welcomes the lower captains. How's it going? And like, even everyone's there like, we're gonna fucking murder you, Yami. Shut up. Shut up. The fact that you're gloating about it, like, right now and all that, it's just like, and you're getting all cocky because you're once, you know, you're like above us once in a fucking blue moon and all that. It's like no wonder that you get last place there the first time forever. It's just like, they're just like, literally got this shitty grin. It's like, I love how everyone's enjoying it and all that, like from this point. And he's like everyone's just gonna piss off and all that, and he's just like, you know, you're gonna go home already? I thought we were going for a drink. Come on, man. You too upset about this shit. He's like, you all salty. And he's just like, I'll just drink to myself then. And I'm like, Yami, holy shit, Yami is like the fucking best in this series. Like, he's still like, I want more Yami time. That's what we need. Like, fuck it, just give it, like, if anything, I'd take a volume or two of the Yami spin-off. Like, we keep seeing little flashbacks here, and then give me, like, a whole little thing of that. That's what I want. And if anything, like, I've complained about how some of the chapters have felt slow, and there hasn't been a lot of progression for the most part. And this is the kind of comedy stuff that I want, where it's like, you introduce like something like even with Leona, where I actually love the concept of Leona, or that she's just a more badass version of her brother, where she's like, his brother is more like a noble knight, nobility, and everything that like stands for. But then you look exactly how what like she is, and she's just raw strength energy. It's like, you know, I'll make sure the lines are on top. Fuck everything, we're gonna go into training. And I love that, like, everyone, like, and like Yami's like, you got caught up in the bullshit of this Leo bitch, like that. And he's like, oh, you're coming too, like, Yami. He's like, wait, what? Like that. And it's like, and I love that the bitch that's really into like Yami's like, ooh, I'm getting out of that. And it's like, you coming too? And then even Noel's like, wait a minute, you know, let's get along and all that. Like Silver's like, you know, he didn't say, you know, like, go, say, like, anything at all to, like, Kahono and all that, like, where it's like, you gotta do this. It's a weird thing where it's like, now, like Silver, she's, like, calling, like, Asta Bakasta, like, it's, like, really a weird, like, kind of nickname thing going on there. But the fact that she's immediately dragged into it, it's like, let's go to the hot springs, everyone. And it's like, oh, and she's just grabbing all of them by the fucking hair, and just the face that described it, when everyone just looked at the fucking mountain and looked at the volcano. Oh boy. Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we're gonna die. And it's just like, now march, you pieces of shit. So weird how it's gone from, and I'm glad finally, because I remember saying for a while, it's like, I wanted to see a little bit more of Leo, I want to see a little bit more of them. We haven't seen them in a while. And this gives a good, like, time to actually build up the Crimson Lions a little bit, since that's what we've been doing. We've been seeing a little bit more of the captains from each side. And now that we've, like, kind of gone through, like, where Clover's been on a little bit, like, if anything, I would say like the slowest part of the series, and even I would say like some of the chapters that we had, you know, the weakest stuff in the series so far. It definitely feels like we're having a lot of like slow down kind of time and all that, and we're going to be building up to something. I feel like that's what Clover is trying to do. Is like, we know about the base, we're trying to build it up. Everyone's getting some training in, it's preparation time, and I feel like we're going to go for them in like, you know, we're going to go for them pretty soon with the Sun guys. We're going to go after them, but let's see where this training arc goes at the moment. I'm very interested to see like what's going to be happening with that. But if anything, like, Leona stole the show, Yami at the closest second there. I absolutely enjoyed like everything that I saw from that, and I felt like strong. I mean, she introduced herself fist first, punching her fucking brother in the face, calling you all scum. Like, that's a way to introduce it. So I had a lot of fun with this chapter. This chapter made me laugh, and I enjoyed it. And I feel like that was a good part of this chapter. And finally, we're getting a little bit of the training, like, little episode as well. So I'm looking forward to that. So let me know, you guys, think in the comment section down below what you thought about this chapter of Black Clover. That's all from me, though. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you guys, though, next time.